Okay, so is this the mic that I'm gonna be using permanently? Well, I guess not permanently, but more maybe for a really long time. So this the mic that I'm using right now, the Maono DGM20, and this is what they sent me now, the Maono PD200X, which is way more expensive compared to the PD100X. I don't have the PD100X anymore to be able to compare it to this, but yeah, most likely this is going to be the mic that I'm gonna be using for the foreseeable future. And of course, shout out to Maono for sending this to me for a review. Very nice. So kung bibili nyo to ngayon sa Shopee or Lazada, it's gonna be 4,630. And if I'm not mistaken, is like the second or third most expensive microphone from Maono. You know what? Let's get right into the unboxing. Okay, so Maono global best-selling internet microphone, USB XLR podcast, dynamic microphone, PD200X, Maono linked. So yes, you can use this with the Maono link software. RGBs, which I guess is a bit more flavorful since... Wait, sinabi ka bang flavorful? Tasteful, pare. Tasteful ang sasabihin mo. Sino sabi mo?
Black and yellow, black and yellow.
Anyway, moving on. Yan yung nasa left side. Yan yung nasa back. And ito naman yung nasa right side. So, anti-shock, anti-pop, USB and XLR connectivity, 2-in-1 digital knob, programmable RGB, and 1 key mute. So, actually, this is an outer sleeve. And there we have it. User manual, which most likely I'm not even gonna read. Guru. And yeah, I would say not to like premium unboxing experience, but hey, it's okay. Okay, that is nice. Like, yung build niya, parang metal. Yung outer shell niya, I'm not entirely sure, but it's nice. So under the mic, you have the XLR input, yung button to change the colors of the RGBs, USB Type-C, and 3.5 jack for audio monitoring. And there we have the 2-in-1 volume knob, which you can use to change the gain on your microphone, and the preset to be able to change to adjusting the audio levels on your headphones or earbuds. Tapos yung one tap mute, which I wish would have been capacitive, but hey. And it looks like this has no stand. So yeah, this looks to be a mic that you just mount to a boom arm or whatever. And okay, just discovered something. So ganun lang pala natatanggal. Akala ko parang one whole unit lang to. Pero turns out this like windscreen just pops out like that, or slides out like that. And of course, we do have the Type-C to Type-C or Type-C to Type-A, which you can just easily unplug if you're gonna use this on a Type-C plug, obviously. And looks like we do have an adapter to be able to mount this on, well, a different mount. So this is 5/8. I'm not sure like the terms here, but 5/8, and this is 3/8. Sorry about my terminologies or lack thereof of terminologies. And yeah, in terms of overall build quality, definitely like ang solid nung build neto. Yeah, parang outer shell neto is metal. Ito ang feedback nung mute button and nung knob. So I'm just gonna set this up and come back to you guys in a bit. Alright, nagbabalik na po tayo. So I've set up the PD200X and I'm not using any microphone right now. What you're hearing right now is actually directly from my phone, the audio coming from my phone. And yeah, here we have the RGB setup with the light here on the volume knob, which I wish you could configure the colors here or turn it off altogether. Unfortunately, you can't. But you can configure most of the settings here in the Maono Link app, which actually pretty much has the same settings as with the PD100X, which I reviewed early this year. So by default here on the volume knob, it's green, which tells you that what you're adjusting right now is the gain on the mic itself. So it lowers the brightness on the LEDs here, letting you know that you're lowering the gain. And if you press it, you can actually see it's a blue color now, which tells you that you're now adjusting the volume on the headphones that you have plugged in here through the 3.5mm jack, and I currently have it set to basically mute, which it syncs here with the software. So as you can see, if I increase it, then it also increases the volume here, same as with the gain. So yeah, we're not. So you do have the option here for original, natural, and deep. You can turn off the RGBs if you don't want them, and as the same with the
PD200X, you kind of don't want to use noise cancellation here. So in the advanced settings, you can actually turn off and adjust the decibels on how much noise cancellation you want to apply here on the PD200X. But for the most part, I suggest, maybe if you really need noise cancellation, then I would suggest at max, just set it to around 15 and below, nothing above that.
Okay, so I know this is gonna be a bit of an unfair comparison, but considering I don't have the PD100X anymore, actually in a little bit, I'm just gonna show you guys the recording I had of the PD100X compared to the PD200X. So what you're hearing right now is the DGM20, like about a few inches from my mouth max gain, recorded using Audacity with no edits. So hello, mic test, sound check. And what you're hearing right now is from the PD200X set at max gain, no noise cancellation, and just like with the PD100X, this is one of those mics where you actually want it to be close to you and at the top, because pretty much everything around it cancels out, which is great if you're gonna be doing podcasts and shit. And yeah, this is how it sounds like. And at least compared to the PD100X, there's very little difference to it. And I would say, like, compared to the PD100X, the PD200X does cancel out a lot better in terms of like ambient noise and shit. So my AC is actually turned on right now and it's barely audible. Okay, so hello, mic test, sound check. So ito ngayon yung naririnig nyo mula sa Maono PD200X at max gain. Noise cancellation turned off. Okay, so hello, mic test, sound check. So ito ngayon naririnig nyo mula sa PD200X. Yung kakaparinig ko nga lang sa inyo is yung PD100X, and baka may parang variability doon in terms of like audio quality, since I did record that like at the beginning of this year. So yeah. Okay, so not gonna lie, I was expecting the PD200X to be significantly better compared to the PD100X, well, at least based on my recording earlier this year. But I would say it's just slightly better compared to the PD100X, this PD200X. There isn't like a huge price gap naman. So, but yeah, this is definitely a great microphone. You don't necessarily need to spend like over $200 or a little over 10,000 pesos. Maybe for something like the Audio-Technica AT2020, which I really want to be able to compare to this. But yeah, definitely the main thing that I noticed with this, with the PD200X compared to the PD100X, is that this actually does a significantly better job in canceling out the ambient noise. And yeah, just make sure to capture like the audio source or your voice in this case really well and really cleanly. So very nice. For $630 right now, it's not an insane price. I would say it's still a really good value. And yeah, if you want to buy this, then I'll leave the links in the description of this video. Thanks again to Maono for sending me their PD200X, much appreciated. Leaving a like as always is the easiest way to support the channel. Consider subscribing if you like my content, and turn on notifications for all so you'll be updated on my latest videos. Use my Shopee affiliate link if you're gonna buy from Shopee. Helps me out a lot. And yeah, I'll get open camera, but yeah, thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.
Now I'm serving a Tesla. Going back, shawty with me, I stepped up. GTA for the ops, ain't no less stuff. Shawty born to be my angel, yeah, I'm blessed up. Cooking right up in the stew.